Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning. So today I think this is yesterday I got vaccinated. So you can see like I do not know, but everybody have a different symptom, right? So I'm not so uh, I can say that I'm not so well, but I've tried my best to give you the best by record this, and I hope it helped you well. Alright, students. Today I will continue on the last part that I stopped for our second part of the video. I wish you do not feel like, Madam, when this topic will be end, but I will every single of my lesson, I will do multiple parts. So that actually helping you. If I do only just one video for one chapter or one topic, sometimes student very I feel like bored on that, right? I do not know, but I just who knows on. I keep positive saying that every time when I'm doing this video, my student will view and listen for it because this is to replace my problem. Actually, that is my problem, especially the internet connection. Okay, all right, student. Without further ado, we still in chapter one, but we already today is the third part. Okay, so I hope that even though that maybe my condition is like this, I want to give the best to my students because that is our responsibility, right? Okay, so I think that the last part we stop at here, differences between the manufacturing and services. Now we moving to slide 12, which is we move to the Deming philosophy. Who is Deming? Deming that we have so-called the name of the researcher and scholars that introducing the concept of quality management. So I want you to go to part one video if you still remember that we have seeing this name, okay, and I hope that at the same time you keep on logging into your Neo and read your long notes, and then I waiting for the supplier still to give me by the end of this week. He said that he tried his best to give the link, and if possible you can get the manual is much better. Okay, all right. So this is Deming Philosophy. Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. Right. So Deming is one of the scholars, as you I mentioned before, that focuses on improvement in the produce in the product and service quality by reducing the uncertainty and variability in design. I just see the statement present manufacturing and service processes driven by the leadership of the top management. So if you see from these statements, philosophy is more on what actually he hold, okay, what actually he represent and his opinions, okay, and I believe that is more on like what he believe, okay, what he believe on quality management. So according to the main philosophy in here, the first when we're talking about the quality management concept, number one at the red word here, right? Focus on continual improvement. Okay, so this one um we call as in the Japanese word as a Kaizen, K-A-I-Z-E-N, okay, K-I-Z-E-N, Z, Kaizen, okay. Kaizen is the process of improvement, okay, improve and keep improving, even though the process of improvement is just what 0.101% or 1% every day, okay, there must be improvement in our life. Okay, so this is the same thing too. When the product have the improvement and the service have the improvement, it's meaning to say it reduce the uncertainty. Okay, apa dia uncertainty ni? Dia adalah satu proses mengurangkan ketidakpastian, okay, ketidakbolehan sesuatu fungsi uh, produk ataupun servis tersebut. Okay, and the variability. Variability ni dari segi perbezaan tu. Okay, dapat mengurangkan. Sepatutnya produk tu seperti and output dia mesti output dia A. Dia tak boleh bila kita buat produk A dia jadi B. So dia tak nak ada perbezaan. Variability ni tidak ada berlaku perbezaan lah. What he expected to be, it must be like this. Dia mesti jadi seperti itu. Jadi in design, especially bila orang buat prototype kan, kenapa kereta selalunya dia orang akan buat produk, I mean like mostly like a car, they will be doing the design, they do the prototype, and then they start with something like test drive, right? They will launching the product until they have multiple doing the testing on that product. Then when the product is satisfied in terms of the design and the manufacturing, after all, then it start to launch. Okay, so in terms of the design itself, okay, meaning to say how the process design, okay, is occurred. So of course it will be occurred before we launching the product, right? We want to actually develop how is the product and services it look like. So that's why they have to design it. Dia kena reka bentuk kan. Dia kena tengok macam mana rupanya, apa juga bentuk industri lah. Kalau automobil industri, sektor perkilangan kereta macam tu. If let's say it's in textile, baju-baju seluar-seluar kan, pakaian lah kita kata, seperti tu. So they have the process of design. And how about the manufacturing? It's talking about how the product being manufactured. Macam mana sektor perkilangan tu. Kalau kita tengok, like in the automobile industry, mostly they are in automobile assembly line. Sistem perkilangan dia berperingkat. Lepas step 1 pasang roda, lepas tu pasang tayar, roda tayar sama lah kan, pasang enjin, lepas tu pasang dia punya kita kata rangka kereta. Jadi they have assembly line concept. And services process, service because we cannot imagine. So what people do is by doing SOP or steps. So what should we do? Okay, I give very simple because yesterday is my experience, like my first experience. I believe that everybody of you in here already got vaccinated, right? So you know how the vaccination process. When we see other our friends experience might be like this, but when we feel the experience itself, so I might say, wow, this is the good, okay? Because every PPV, right, the pusat pemberian vaksin, right, the place of the health cell center, they have a different of how they manage, okay? But of course, the process is almost similar, but how they do with the certain of their maybe space out space venue, okay, it depends. So how they actually managing, okay, their the people, especially us the citizen in there. So when I go there, okay, I feel that the first when the check-in process is very systematic, because I want to actually to relate with the service processes in here. They do have some, of course, those the volunteer, right? I think that that is the importance of the volunteer there, because they keep on ushering us and then helping us to ask about where should go, because if there's like a signage, maybe it's not help for those maybe like us, maybe help, but for those who maybe like the oldest people, right? I didn't say they didn't see the signage, but in terms of the alertness and the focus, sometimes somehow even like me, right, when I want to see my turn, my numbering to for the consultation process also, I because I'm not using my spec. So what happened? I keep on seeing the board and until I feel like, wow, this is we have to focus, right? When God with our turn, then we have to go to meet the person in charge to register our details and so forth. So what I'm trying to say, every single of this process is a very neat been designed in order to ensure they have a smooth plan, supaya proses tu berjalan dengan lancar. When we check in first, and then they check our My Sejahtera, and then they will know where is our actually section. If in PWTC, maybe they have that section, and like me, I'm in at the mines yesterday, so I have like HCOA, HCOB, HCOC, so they have names. So that's why I said different PPB place, they have a difference of their terms on that. So what we have to do, we have to refer to our My Sejahtera to make sure that we are in the right track, okay? So and then the second place, when I go after fill up the form, and then we get the turn numbers, the slip of the turn number, and then we have to meet the consultation. I mean, like, before the consultation, we have to go to meet the person in charge for our registration. Okay, so we have to snap our QR codes inside that. I feel like very systematic. So I like impressed. I because the process moved until that supposedly at 7 I should start, but I finished my vaccination at like process everything. I got vaccinated up to 7:30. 7:30 I'm complete, not included the photo, snap picture and so forth. Okay, 7:30 finish, meaning to say I arrived there by 6 actually. No, sorry, 6:30. And of course they have some like congested traffic up there. And then yeah, I think that is quite smooth. Okay, and every volunteers is giving their what we say utmost effort to usher us, okay, and doctors, and they keep giving, smiling to us and say thank you to us, and we also have to appreciate their effort, keep saying thank you. I feel like very, how to say that, a lot of people, right, waiting for their turns, and how to say, it's not a simple process. To us, maybe go there and check in, have vaccinated, and then go back. How about the volunteer? How about the doctors? How about the staff nurse? Every day they are doing this thing until the end of this COVID-19, non-stop. Can you imagine? So, mashallah, Allah will repay their effort, their works. And of course, I want you, everybody, after this, when you go for your vaccination process, please give the most cooperation, okay? And yeah, must use the right clothes to ensure that it's easy when you've been injected. All right, and then I feel very touched, because mashallah, I see their effort. I see their effort working like mashallah, 24 hours. It's like 24 hours, even though yesterday the place PBB is closed at 8. But some other places, they work hard. They work until night. So how about their children? How about their parents? They give us the priority. So that's why I want you to appreciate them. Keep saying thank you. Allah bless them. Alright. So driven by the leadership of the top management. So in here, when we're talking about the Deming philosophy, of course, we want someone in the company, of course, to lead us on that. Okay, to make sure that you keep emphasizing on the quality. So that's why if you see mostly like industry services, okay, or I can say like manual services, or any kinds of industry that involving services to the product and services, of course, to the customer. When they're in the morning, they will do some roll call. It's called like morning roll call. Morning roll call, something like they do something like town hall. If in the hall, mostly that every single of in their department. So they will keep something like spirits and keep motivate to all the workers to make sure that every day. So this is our goal. So this is our mission by today. Everybody have to focus. Number one is about quality. So this is done by the leaders. Okay, it's not easy, but every single leader, especially in the top management, you have to set your mind, your subordinate, your staff, your employees' mind, and especially your or lower level, middle level, and top management as well, to give cooperation to embark this leadership, to embark this process of quality management. So everybody have the same goal. Semua orang akan mempunyai goal yang sama. Disebabkan mereka percaya bahawa benda tu perlu dikecapi, perlu dapat, perlu achieve pada hari-hari. Hari-hari tersebut. Setiap hari ada roll call. Ni yang what my friend said lah, sebab mereka bekerja dalam bidang pembuatan. Jadi mereka kata every day akan ada roll call morning daripada supervisor, manager, siapa yang mungkin bekerja kan. Mesti tak tahu, ada some of you maybe doing part time work in the kind like maybe like manufacturing or maybe factory line, they have like that. Okay, so kita percaya benda ni kena hari-hari diingatkan. It's like a reminder. So everybody will have this philosophy, the same philosophy. Okay, so I'm moving to the next one. Okay, the Deming chain reaction. So ini adalah rantaian Deming. Okay, macam mana kita nak pastikan supaya kita boleh kecapi quality tu. Okay, so the first one is about improve quality. Okay, must mind, have set your mind, the quality have to be improved every day, because we cannot achieve quality only one day. So if you have 365 days in a year, so every day we have improved the quality every day. Even I said 1%, because Japanese, they believe 1% considered improvement. 1% ataupun 0.01% dikira juga sebagai improvement. Semalam, contohlah kalau industri perbuatan kan, semalam contohlah tak ada butang atau button untuk tekan tu, hari ni ada button tu, esok button tu bercahaya, esok button tu boleh berbunyi. Setiap proses tu, every single that process, they have the what we call improvement. Okay, so I must say to you all, improvement quality is number one. This is according to Deming change reaction. Number two, cost decrease. Cost decrease bermaksud berlakunya perubahan ataupun kos yang lebih rendah. Hari ni kita belanja 100, esok 80, esok 70, dan esok lagi 60. They have decreased cost every day up to the certain optimum cost have been achieved. Contohnya 50 ringgit lah contohnya every day. So the cost is decreased by day. So that is also Deming change reaction. And then the third one, we have productivity improve. This is very good, because the first step just now, start with the first step. We have improving the quality. Maybe the first day we make the product only that 50 quantity, 50 units of the product being done, and then the cost still there. And then the second day we do, and then the product from 50 just 70, and then goes to in the hundreds, and then one day is maybe 200, because the cost is keep decrease. You have to inject a certain term kat dia ni, okay, what we call economies of skill. The more you produce, the lower the cost. Itu konsep dia, lebih banyak awak keluarkan, lebih rendah kosnya. Jadi indirectly, supposedly the productivity should be improved. This is the part of the quantity. Let's say in terms of the services, maybe they can actually decreasing the complaints from the customer. Kurang je komplain customer, bermakna produk tu lebih baik, lebih bagus, lebih terjaga, menjamin kepuashatian customer. Okay, increase the market share. Ini sebahagian daripada kita kata share lah. You dalam, ni boleh katakan sebahagian business you dalam market share tu. Okay, so indirectly maybe before this you are a small business, so it's only 5%. You bayangkan market share is like this. You imagine that you are like one piece of cake is round, right? Mostly cake is round, right? And then a part of the piece cake is you are only contributed to 5%. By day, when you have improving your quality, the cost is decreased and the productivity improve, from 5% your market share is come to become bigger. From 5 to become 10%, maybe 15%, up to 20%. So as a new entrance, when 20% you can actually contribute, okay, your profit to the market share, okay, your product and services to the market share, 20% for the first entrant is quite big. 20% sebahagian daripada 100% yang ramai-ramai, they have all competitors around there. You are the most 20% there. As a new entrance, you are considered big contribution. Okay, with the better quality and lower price. So I believe that in here, this is a very, very important, because we want to see what you can contribute to the market share. And then stay in the business, meaning to say how you want to be stay survival. Because you have to compete. Bear in mind, when you are doing the business, you are not alone. So you are together with the other competitors who are doing the same business with you. Okay, there's an easier stay in business. How you want to stay in the business, you have to make sure that you can have survival method and strategy. Keep posting, keep doing advertising, keep doing research and development, keep doing for improvement, keep doing where is maybe I can got my supplier at a lower cost and maybe quality product. Okay, but at the same time must set in mind the quality standard. Okay, if not, there will be no different from you and your competitors, because competitors is looking into what is the slacking part, what is the weaknesses that you maybe you don't have. Okay, the slacking part that you have but your competitors have. Okay, so you should know what is the weaknesses of your competitors, then you can grab the survival method, okay, in the stay in the business. And then provide jobs and more jobs. Okay, provide jobs to whom? To those who are looking to the job. Okay, to those who are searching for the job. So you have to provide them maybe some of your new candidates, your new people, giving some fresh idea, and you have to take into some of your strategy. Okay, you don't say maybe they are young and then they don't have anything to contribute to the company. Give them rights to voice out. So that is the simple thing. Give them rights to voice out, so you can give some like what to say, the quality. Okay, the quality of the products. Okay, all right. So we're moving on to the next slide. The Deming systems of the profound knowledge. Okay, so this is what how the Demings find that the basic knowledge. Okay, when we want to do a certain process in your company, let's see. Okay, number one, appreciation for a system. How the process itself, like I said just now, right? Appreciate every single PPV is doing their effort to make all the process become smooth. There is no congested, there is no traffic, there is no people queue in a long line. So everything is very smooth. So appreciate for the system. Okay. And then understanding the variation. Okay. Let's say in the process there will be have a different way, what you see maybe, I thought it should be like this, but why in this place is like this. So you have to understand why the reason they do that. Okay, so that's why when you do something, don't just eager to like complain, okay, without knowing how the system is should be done. And then you have to understand the variation, how the variations of the system itself. Perbezaan sistem tu lah, apa-apalah yang akan dilakukan dalam company tu, especially the quality management system. And then the theory of the knowledge, they have a lot, okay, Deming theory, okay, about Kaizen theory. It's about the theory that should be supported by with this. And then also we have psychology, how you actually using this thing in order to influence your motivation to do work, for example, right? So psychology part, it can be divided into two: inner psychology or external psychology. So if they say internal, like inner psychology, we have to motivate ourselves how to do this. If like external, how actually the company or the top management can influence you to do that job. So that's why they need something like the leadership, a good leadership, to actually influence you, enhance you, keep motivate you. And let's say you do something like wrong for the first place, you keep on improve, don't keep blame. I one more thing, I'm sorry, I'm not condemning, but that is the basic nature, okay, culture of nation. We keep blaming. Why not keep, rather than keep blaming, maybe find solution. Keep blaming and find solution is a two different ways. If you blame, you complain, and then you come out with the some solution that is constructive. Complain. Kalau you complain, you bagi cara solusi dia, itu konstruktif. Kalau you complain, but it's just like a chicken do that morning cock every morning, uh, I think that is not the right way. Bunyi je, macam dalam tin kan ada batu kita clang clang clang, macam tu je, tin kosong. So it should come together with the solution, then you know how actually it can be improvised. So this is Deming system of the profound knowledge. Alright, now we're moving on to the next one, the system. What is a system? Di setiap term dia bagi. System is, kita akan cakap sistem tu sistem lah, betul. So it's about the process. Okay. Kalau Miss ambil lagi contoh, proses malam tu, PVV tu, system A, you check in until you exit. That is system. Okay. And the most organizational process are cross-functional, of course, because you cannot expect that system company A will be same with the system company B. Okay, so they have the cross-functional, okay, and parts of the system must work together. For example, I give like how you want to do like automobile processor system. So if you want to make a car, let's say, you cannot just alone to have that assembling of car itself, right? You must have one department they used to use to what we call your parts of your tires, and some parts of the system on the engine system, some parts on the window, some parts on how the roof of the car, for example, or some of the components or spare parts inside your car. Okay, so every single parts must work together to assemble the car. You get me? And then every system must have a purpose. I don't think so. Why the reason people asking why should have the mirror department, for example, right? Mirror system. That is something like silly question, right? So they have a purpose to make something like maybe like we have two mirrors, right? Two mirrors, we have left and right. They have to make sure it's balanced. And then we also have like back mirror, okay? Back mirror tengok cermin belakang kan. So that is the purpose, okay? And then management must optimize the system as a whole. So let's say you are the assembly line for the company for automobile. So I believe that the management must optimize the whole system to make sure that they are cooperate each other to make a car. Walaupun kita tengok handphone itself, nak buat satu handphone, banyak sistem yang terlibat dalam satu handphone ni. Okay, to say that is not the easy process, but you should do the right way. Okay, the right way. Alright. Okay, then we moving on to the next one. Okay, variation. Tadi Miss cakap kan dari segi perbezaan dia. Okay. Many sources of the uncontrollable variation exist in any process. Okay. So kalau kita cakap pasal what happen in this kind of in the car itself, assembly of the automobile, some sources sometimes we can't control. Example, supposedly the assembly line on the date of 14 July, but yesterday they said the supplier cannot submit, cannot deliver due to EMCO. So the product ataupun some parts is delayed. So this is uncontrollable variation. Or maybe they already assemble the product. That's why we cannot blame. We must know how the process and the system is from the fundamental. Daripada basic kita kena tahu dulu. So bila dia buat kereta, dia pun tak tahu kereta tu akan jadi macam sepatutnya it should be like A, and at the end it's become B. All sudden the engine is not start as, sekarang kan pakai finger thumb kan, thumb lah kita panggil, thumb starter kan. It's not start as like what they expected. Then they can have to have like a key, then they start the engine. There must something wrong. And some do like your automatic mirror. Okay, your door mirror. When you point the button and the mirror is not even open. So that is the variation, uncontrollable, might be exist in the process, right? And excessive variation result in product failures. Itu yang akan menjadikan walaupun dia buat prototype, prototype ni produk yang belum launching. Dia buat, kita panggil macam, kita panggil produk prototype lah. Macam satu produk contoh. And bila dia buat produk tersebut, when they do that product, and they not function as what they expected, the product become failures. Okay, and after all, when it's a product is already launching and sell to the customer, it make the customer unhappy. They feel disappointed. They already invest to this car. They already make loan for 9 years. After all, the car is not actually function as what they expected, as what they've been marketed. Apa yang telah dibubak-bubak dalam marketing tak sama macam apa yang dia orang dapat. So they become disappointed. They become unhappy, and that's why they complain. Mostly customer complain why? The reason. Number one, they are not happy. That's it. And then the second and the third one, unnecessary cost. Sometimes they feel that when they buy the product, they buy the car, they feel that they're supposed to not being charged. But why they have some unnecessary cost on that? Okay. I feel that maybe some of the car right now, right? They should come maybe into the future thinking like they have to assemble something like we call black box. That is very important. I believe that it's not just one of like some accessories. Supposedly dia dah tak boleh dah jadi a part of accessories because this black box is very important to have record if anything happen to us. It's for our precautions first, okay? And that is the reason why black box is very important. I see some the Korean movie, right? They used to have that because the car mostly they have like compatible with the black box, and so do with the baby child care, baby child seat. That one also not accessories. Supposedly it become a part of the um complement. It's part of the part of the car. Kena ada. And of course the child seat is much better. Because why? Because we have to take into consideration when let's say the wife is alone and then they have to drive and then they have to take care of the baby, and then the baby is just only sit at like an adult car seat. So this is not proper. Anything happen, they are the most risky passenger. Okay. And then statistical method can be used to identify and quantify variation to help understand it and lead to improvement. So when we're talking about the statistical method, this is talking about the variation. How you able to identify and quantify variation to help the understand and of course to lead for the improvement. Bila dia nampak ada berlaku gap atau loop, benda yang tak sama, tak, dia ada variance kan, ketara perbezaannya, maka indirectly they will actually find the way how to make the improvement. Oh, cermin dia tak boleh naik lah ataupun cermin dia tak boleh turun. Mesti something wrong with the system. So what you should do, dia buka and find there's some error there. So that is lead to the improvement. So don't say that every single failures is fail. Tak. Because from the failures, you start to improve and to get a better improvement. Alright. So we're moving on to the next one. If you have the question, you may post it in my YouTube comments. At the same time, also you can comment in our group WhatsApp. Just say it. If you say, Madam, I don't understand this part, this part, this part, or you may can just like private message me so I can actually identify, because when we do video, this is my understanding. So if you don't understand, you have to ask. Okay, you have to tell me what do you mean by this statement, blah blah blah. So I can actually entertain you on that, especially at the video comments. Before this, I turn off the comments, but I say that why not? I just open it so my student can ask in there. So it's much more faster. Okay, I can also respond there immediately. Okay, theory of the knowledge. Okay, knowledge is not possible without theory. It's true. Ilmu tu takkan jadi kalau kita tak ada teori tu. Apa teori tu? Contohnya, kalau kita biasa teori teori family mix. Pukul 6 kena bangun solat. Semua orang bukan? Pukul 6 kena bangun kena solat. That is a theory. So kenapa kena solat? Ia adalah satu tiang agama. Jadi dalam sini tiang agama tu dalam kita punya rukun Islam. That is a theory. See? Alright? Knowledge is not possible without theory. So we must have the knowledge to perform our solat. Are you get me? Oh, kita kata rukun Islam. So macam mana nak solat? Awak ingat semua orang Islam boleh solat? Tak. Okay, saya cakap secara general Jadi kita kadang nama je kat IC. Miss cakap pada diri Miss juga. Bila tak perform solat ataupun terbabas solat tu kita rasa sedih. Kan? Allah lupa kita ke? Allah lupa kejut kita ke? Mak surau tepi rumah tapi terbabas juga. Jadi this is I'm sharing every morning before every night before you go for your bed. You have to have nawaitu, Allah, please wake up me for subuh prayer so I can have perform my subuh at the right time. Kan? Kita nak lah, tak nak lah subuh gajah. Okay? That is for Muslim lah. I believe that any other religion, you have your own way on how to perform your prayer, right? So that is theory. And that is knowledge. This is simple, but this maybe I relate to our life. So my example, maybe we can relate with the theory of in this quality management, theory of Deming Philosophy. So if you don't have this theory, how you want to know what is the quality management knowledge, alright? And experience alone does not establish a theory; it only describes. So dia kata pengalaman sahaja tidak menggambarkan tentang teori tu. Kadang orang cakap teori ni gini tapi bila kita lalui, tak sama pun. Because when experience itself, it's only describe how the way your experience. And theory isn't even not even support 100%. Adalah mungkin yang membantu tetapi dia tidak 100%. Okay. Theory shows cause and effect relationship that can be used for the prediction. Teori ni bertujuan untuk bagi tahu apa berlaku sebab dan akibatnya, cause and effect. Kadang ia membantu tetapi nak kata 100%. Sebab contohlah kalau kita kata macam teori-teori, kita panggil domino teori dalam safety and health kan. Contoh Miss ambil. Dia kata kalau satu dah buat macam contoh, sebab awak tahu tak domino? Bukan domino pizza ni. Domino macam kita main game tu kan. Dia macam bila kita sentuh satu kayu tu semua akan berselerak macam tu kan. Dalam teori tu bagi tahu bila kita buat tentang contoh berlakunya accidents kan. Dalam company they have accident and some injuries. There must be a reason why it become accident injuries. So every single will actually affect. Is it true? Yes. Because once maybe for example the accident occurred and the rest have to be stopped from proceed with the production because they have to do investigation and so forth. Mereka kena stop sebab nak buat siasatan. Kenapa dia boleh mati ketika menjalankan tugas tu? Kenapa dia boleh cedera? Oh, because the machine is leaking. One machine. Because of the unfortunately happen, this guy is injuries. This guy is fatality. Matilah fatal tu. Dan looking into others machine, the others machine also leaking. But still fortunate because they are not getting to other people. Dia tak pergi kepada orang lain. Tetapi dia akan pergi satu nanti bila tiba masanya. Tetapi terkena pula kemalangan pada orang yang ni tadi. Jadi dia adalah teori cause and effect lah. Teori dia kata dia akan menyebabkan semua terlibat kesannya. Satu yang akan terkena kemalangan, semua akan terkena juga. Betul? Tapi kita ya, bila kita dah tengok satu kemalangan, kita buatlah siasatan. Oh, there must be improvement. Let's we check all the machines. Sekali tengok semua machine leaking. Ada macam kita panggil black oil minyak hitam tumpah. Mesti something wrong. Ada yang mungkin bocor. There must be a leaking in some parts of the machine. When checking, dia berkait-kait. When checking, do investigation. When is the last this machine is doing their service? Ya Allah, Masya Allah, 5 years back, last, okay, they do service of this machine 5 years. Supposedly, machine have to be service one. Kalau kita kereta pun, kita service berapa? Kan, 3 bulan. This one, 5 years. Okay, so there must be something wrong. So, who should do this service? Check balik. Kan dah berkait-kait. So, that is domino theory. Kalau Miss cerita pasal subjek OSH pada you all, tak habis ni. Sebab apa? they have cause and effect on this kind of like the theory. Okay, now we're moving on to the next one. Ada 3 point dia? Okay, tak ada. Okay, we're moving to the psychology. Just now I told you it's about internal and external. Okay, people are motivated intrinsically and extrinsically. And intrinsic motivation is most the powerful. Inner, intrinsic, internal, the same. It's about how we've been motivated to do that particular job. You see this picture. The people want to do what? This one. It's like carrot, right? So it's like you are doing some fishing here to fishing your carrot, okay? So fear is demotivating. If you feel fears, you feel doubtful, you feel ambiguity, you feel depressed. So that is all the factor demotivating. Faktor-faktor yang menyebabkan awak rasa tidak bersemangat, tidak motivate. So this is all negative factor, which is currently, if you see that why it's like suicide happen, why people keep on depressed, why people tensions, okay, because of this. So this is involving our psychology. Bear in mind student, if you have something, maybe how to say, I cannot say I'm the best, okay, but if you have something that you want to release, okay, or I cannot just saying that I'm the best advisor, you can share, okay, you can share with me, or maybe you find out your friends, okay, to share about your how you feel, okay, don't keep on put into yourself, okay, and then all of a sudden you feel depressed, okay, kena share bila ada sesuatu yang dipendam, kena share, because we don't want that you feel like your mental and health is sick, so managers should develop pride and joy in work. So I believe that in here, when we work, even though sometimes somehow your salary is not equivalent what you work, right? But when you feel like the most esteem, you do the work, you feel enjoy, you have a good colleagues, you have a good friends, and you have a very understandable supervisor, no, understanding supervisor, managers, and even boss, you feel great to work, okay. But if you feel like difficult, and even though when you want to express your problem, you keep cut your conversation, okay, so yeah, it's not good, okay. What is this? Okay, all right, so we're moving on to the next one. I think I still recorded right now. Okay, all right. So this is the Deming's 14 points. Okay, it's about create and publish the company vision. So I believe this is been highlighted on what we call, why this one keep appear in here. Okay, all right. So they have number one, create and publish a company mission statement and commit to it. So I can say like Deming giving some guidelines, to every single company who want to propose, who want to, of course, to implement their quality management. So this is supposed they have to do. Okay, so number one, they have to create and publish a company mission statement and commit to it, and then they have to learn the new philosophy. So when talking about the first point just now, when they commit and publish a company mission statement, so they are really taking this mission into serious commitment. Dia menjadikan misi syarikat tu sebagai satu benda yang sangat penting untuk dilakukan. It's serious commitment. Okay, and number two, they learn the new philosophy. So they will learn about what should we go. Is it we are in the right track? So they have the new philosophy of that company, not Deming philosophy, the company philosophy. And then understand the purpose of inspection. Inspection is not totally for what we call condensing process. Okay, it's about to improve. Let's say we change our mindset. Proses inspection ni adalah untuk improvement, bukan untuk kita kata untuk nak condemn, proses untuk complain, tak. It's about improvement. and business practices driven by price alone. Dia kata selalunya business practice ni akan, kita kata, berakhir lah bila dia bersandarkan kepada harga saja. Like I told you in the previous my video, right? You said you will win if you just only like offering at lower price, but the quality is backside story, belakang cerita, asal harga murah. So it's not true, because ini pun cakap business practice will be end. Okay, once you're not particular about the quality, you want to offer at lower price, it's aligned equivalent with the good quality too. Okay, and then constantly improve system of the production and service, sentiasa konsisten lah dalam memperbaiki sistem dan juga servis tu sendiri. And also we do have the institute training, where is the place in order to improvise yourself. Kita ada satu pusat training yang akan memberi sebarang latihan untuk kita menaikkan kita punya kemahiran tu, supaya kita boleh memperbaiki kemahiran-kemahiran tertentu yang perlu dipelajari, right? And then the teach and institute leadership. So if not, they do not have this institute training, maybe it should be equipped with like teaching process, like us we keep on having, like, even though we work from home, right? During your, kita panggil midterm semester or end semester punya days, like us we still working, so what we should be do is we have to attend training. So this leadership will keep on giving us like like the company, okay, will make us to compulsory attend some like webinar training. So that's the reason, in order to make sure that we are keep have our updated knowledge on that. Walaupun awak nampak macam mengajar-mengajar ni, tools apa kita guna, apa benda lah semua ni kan. Sistem, kalau macam kita kat sini kita guna Neo kan. We have to learn. You cannot just like give to the lecturer and then lecturer will develop the class itself. No. We learn, everything we learn from scratch. Jadi kita belajar sikit-sikit, walaupun mungkin dia tak mampu untuk bagi yang terbaik, tapi sekurangnya kita ada satu online system platform for our IIC student. Alright, and then drive out fear and create trust. This is very important because we want to make sure that everybody, they have fearless, tak ada ketakutan tu. You have to drive out, you have to move your fear and start to trust people. Trust people surrounded you, trust people that want to work you. If you don't trust people, you cannot work, you know. You tak boleh kerja kalau you tak ada kepercayaan tu. Kalau bos dia nak buat semua dia sendiri, dia akan patah tulang. Dia akan patah semuanya. They will end of the business because you not trust your employees. You have to give them trust. But the employees also have to trust their boss. Okay, they have to make sure that the commitment is together to achieve the goals. Alright, so we're moving on to the next one, number 9, I think. Okay, so optimize the team and individual efforts. So every single team members, they have to give full blast of their commitment. Dia tak boleh macam seorang je. Only one person is 100% of effort. The rest is 50, 20%, 30%. So it's not optimized equally the teamwork and also individual effort. Every single have to give the utmost their cooperation on that. Okay, and number 10, that we eliminates the exploitation for the workforce. So in here, they say in here, we have to make sure that every single exploitation is something like they can actually influence you to the wrong duties. Okay, something that negative things. So we have to remove it. Okay, something toxic. Okay, remove it and eliminate the numerical quotas and MBO, management by objective, focus and improvement. So in here, when talking about numerical quota, they put some limitation. So don't put limitation, put some improvement. What should be improved today? So I think I'm okay right now. Are you listen to me? Oh yeah, somehow. Why? I think because maybe almost 1 hour. So somehow the voice sudden or not function. Okay, so remove the barriers that rob people of pride. They say in here. So meaning to say, how to say that? Just now I already said number 11, right? We keep on focusing on improvement rather than just only totally say, so this is my management, this is already decided by management. You are only focusing for the management, top management, but how about we? We are the one who are the most implementer, who is like top lower levels and also middle levels. So you have to give also our space to improve, to make sure that the management can achieve their goal. It's everybody goals, not management only. And then remove the barriers that rob people of pride of the workmanship. So in here, somehow they have some, can I say like, barriers. Barriers meaning to say it discourage you to go together with the other level. So if let's say these people is perform like this, you have to respect. You have to respect. Okay, you have to respect these people who be like this. Okay, so don't even downgrade them. Why your work is like this? You can give some advice, or you can how to say that, give some your point of view, but don't condemn them until they feel demotivated, they feel discouraged, they feel like, am I totally stupid to do this? No. Don't make people something like they feel demotivated. So when they used to perform in their own way, so give them space on how they want to do and perform their job in their own way. As long as it achieve and still on track on the company goals. Kan ni kalau macam tak ikut cara, mesti ikut cara macam ni. If they have like the method is A should be A. Somehow you use method B, you still also can achieve the same goal. So what is the big point here? Kan? Dan kita rasa macam kena ikut macam ni. Ni orang maaf Miss cakap ni is like baby boomers punya mentality of work. Kan kalau kita bekerja dengan orang-orang lama dekat company, dia nak cara macam dia buat. Kalau cara kita tak betul, tiba-tiba So what I'm trying to say in here, kita kena cuba untuk prove that our idea, our way also can win and can achieve the goals. What's the problem? Tak ada masalah pun. Dia sama je. As long that we can achieve the goals. And then, encourage education and self-improvement. Okay, kat sini, kita ceritakan tentang bagaimana kita nak memperbaiki sistem pendidikan tu dan cuba untuk supaya ada penambahbaikan secara total individual tu. Supaya individu tu tahu apa yang mungkin kesalahan dia ataupun yang mungkin tak ikut lah selama ni, mungkin yang apa dia buat selama ni mungkin salah, and mungkin dia luar sedar, tetapi bila dia ada improvement, oh this is something I have to put some like some consideration yang perlu saya perbaiki. So encourage the education, don't blame. Saya tak suka tau, ni Miss pandangan Miss lah, peribadi Miss saya tak suka kalau orang mengajar dan dia keep blame, dia macam keep menyalahkan orang yang belajar tu. Sedangkan kalau kita dalam agama kita kenapa kita belajar mengaji, kita kena ada guru. Kenapa kita kena ada ustaz, kenapa kita kena ada ustazah untuk betulkan kita punya tajwid, untuk betulkan kita punya betul tak tahap dia berhenti kat situ. Kenapa? Walaupun kita tahu baca Quran kan, because of this. Because when you read alone, so no one actually want to check on you, but when you have real gurus, there was someone check on you and you keep bila ada tanda ni kena berhenti gini contohnya kan, ataupun kena ada macam gini, kena bunyinya dengung, because there is some self improvement on that. Okay, once when we recite Al-Quran ourselves, so we remember what the guru said to us. So encourage the education. Okay, I can let you to read, to view my video, but after all, or maybe read just only the manual. But if I'm not doing this like purposely like the video here, because the reason I want my understanding is delivered to you. So you not just only assuming, oh my understanding is right. Kan? Kenapa kita kena buat video lecture ni? Sebab kita nak supaya pemahaman yang kita nak sampaikan tu sampai pada student dan pemahamannya sama. Okay? Bukan kata nak semua, nak seronok, nak ada viewers, tak. Awak tengok berapa banyak video Miss tak ada views pun. Because I want the student to have the, kalau tak ada views tu Miss tahulah student tu tak tengok lah. Student kelas tu dia tak tengok pun video tu. So I can check on that. Okay. And then take action to accomplish the transformation. So bila kita kata ambil, kita kata apa, tindakan untuk mencapai perubahan tersebut. So janganlah kita bila someone is maybe checking ataupun give some idea you to improve, you solely say that this is my way, so I don't want your something like improvement, or I don't want something like your idea ataupun how you want to correct me, I don't want to take it. Tu kita kata sombong. Sombong kalau yang macam tu. Kita ambil apa yang dia kata, kita cuba perbaiki with our own way. It's me. When someone come to us and corrected us, actually that is rahmat. Bila someone datang betulkan kita, ni kalau konsep luar lah, misalkan kerja ke, pribadi kita ke, sikap kita, bila someone datang memperbetulkan kita, kalau ibu ayah kita kan, our parents, why I see you some like right nowadays you are changing. We have to sit for a while and thinking, how do I look change? How change I am? Macam mana sangat perubahan saya ni sampai orang pun perasan ni. Jadi you have to take action on that. Muhasabah, kita panggil muhasabah diri. Ambil langkah untuk kita tengok betul ke perubahan ni yang menyebabkan saya berubah sangat, atau perubahan ni menyebabkan saya ke negatif punya behavior, ataupun perubahan ni menyebabkan saya pada positif. Kalau positif fine, teruskan, tapi untuk berubah lebih positif lagi. Okay, so that is rahmat. Okay, alright. Ada lagi tak? Miss macam nak tinggalkan sikit untuk part 4. Mestilah kita ada part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Alright. Okay, thank you for today and listening for my, I can say, recorded lecture. I'm so sorry. I feel great even though I'm just doing recording. I feel great when you can listen up to my video. And then if you have the question, it's more greater. Okay, if you have question anything about the points that I used to discuss today, I'm not so lecturing, right? But I'm more on discussing on you. I wish to get some questions so I can entertain that question. And inshallah, hope by crow I try my best to do the guideline. Okay, so you know what is your assignment, when is the quiz, alright? Okay, take care for now and thank you so much student. Assalamualaikum and stay safe. And please go to your vaccination appointment to take your vaccine. And this is our role to stop this pandemic. Okay, alright. Assalamualaikum and take care. Bye bye.